Welcome to the Vitruvian Health Booty Workout Phase 2 with your voiceover co-host Carl McKenna and Constance, the supermodel. Booyah. Hi. We're here from Vitruvian Health. We're here to take you through the workout today. So just notice that there are sets and reps allocated into the program, but we're here to show you the exercises, maybe give you some notes, tips and tricks. So this can give you a bit of help when you're working out with yourself at home. You can do this in the park. By all means, have some fun with it. This is to do with those that are maybe stuck at home and looking for something short, sweet to do. All right, let's get stuck into it. So exercise A1 is a bodyweight squat with a 1 1/4 pulse. If you have access to a band of dumbbells, please add them for a little more progression. Constance here has a band wrapped around the feet, hands on shoulders, and she will commence the squat by breaking from the knees and then pulse at the bottom. Now it's a 1 1/4 pulse. What that means is you go all the way down, below the knees, above the knees, below the knees. Alrighty? Just like so. So that is the bodyweight 1 1/4 squats. From there, remove the band, so perform your sets. Then we're going to move on to the B group series, which is the B1, B2, which is back against couch, single leg hip extension. Now you notice here, belly pulls in, Constance starts at the top, brings her right knee to her chest, and starts with the single leg. Now you notice here, the midsection is nice and tight, so the bum touches, and down and up. We can see here the stomach's a little bit loose, so Constance, let's pull those abs in even tighter. How do we know this? What we're seeing here is a little bit of a break in her lower back area. You just want to tighten that up. So you should notice the abs are strong, hips come down and up. So you are going to lever on the shoulders here. After your reps, change sides. Down and up. Little pause at the top, little squeeze, and then back down. Now the second exercise here is going to be the side clam. That's going to work. This is for glute max, and the B2 is to work the glute med. So we're working all sides of the glutes. So coming onto the floor, straighten out your bottom leg. Top leg on the top, should be wrapped around the calf. Bring your hips forward 45 degrees. You can see the hips aren't quite stacked. The top hip is slightly forward, and then lift the knee up. Not the foot, the knee, and down. So you'll see here with Constance, doesn't look like the leg's moving very much, but that glute is contracting nice and hard at the top of the movement. So the glute med, just so you can see right here, that bad boy right there. You can see the thigh is what's known as externally rotating, and that's what we're working here. Shot from the back, hips go forward and up. So noticing from the bottom foot, knee, hip, back, shoulder are all in line. Constance is using her top arm as a bit of a headrest for her head, so everything's neutral when performing this. Then from there, the hips are nice and stable, body's ready to go. We're going to stand up and we have a single leg bodyweight shrimp squat. So what this exercise is we're going to go feet together, and then we're going to bring our right heel to our butt, other right heel to the bum. So balancing on one leg, see how you go with this. Reach your arms as far forward as you can, and then you're going to slowly squat down with that left leg. The objective is to get your knee to touch the floor, and then straight back up. Now you can see here with Constance, can't quite get that full range of movement. So what she's going to do is she's going to go grab 2 pillows, and with those pillows, place them on the ground. So this blocks her full range of movement, but gives her guidance. So the key here to booty growth is controlled tempo, so control the movement, full range of movement, progressive load over time, and obviously safety first. Now if you can't get the full range of movement, you can build your range by modifying it to suit you, and each time you do this workout, you can progress that range. So here you can see the pillows, the knee lightly touches the pillow, her back heel is lifting up as high as she can, so she's going to feel the back of those legs. Once you've done your reps, change sides. Now if you can perform 20 reps of this option, I recommend you progress it. can hear she's backing up into this exercise, which is great. Got the signal going there. Now it's it's a little bit slower because we are balancing on one leg. Now from this exercise, we're going to work the posterior again. So we're working a little more quad here. Then we're going to progress this now to the C2, which is the kettlebell deadlift or the banded deadlift. If you've got a kettlebell, fantastic. If you've got a band, use a band. So we're going to go feet hip width apart. Now notice here where Constance's feet are, the heels are in line with the kettlebell, not the toes, the heels. Then from there, she's going to push her hips back, slight bend of the knees, grab the kettlebell, bend the knees a little bit, and then stand up. Push those hips back as far as you can, really getting tension through the glutes and the hamstrings. And up. So the goal is not to bend the knees so much, it's about pushing your hips back as far as you can, getting the tension in the back of the legs and up. So Constance is bending her knees a little bit too much, so that's going to promote a little more quad. We want a little more glute and hemi, so we're pushing hips back, knees back to maximize tension through the posterior backside. Great. Now from the C group, we now progress onto the D group. So we've got two exercises here for the D group. We have the Bulgarian 1 1/4 split squat. Woo! This is going to be a doozy. So back foot on the couch. Now the key here is to square those hips. Make sure your back leg should be in line with the hip. Little trick here is what Constance has done. She's hopped her left leg out to the side a little bit to give her more balance. Abs in and slightly lean forward and commence down with control, quarter pulse, above the knee, below the knee, and back up. Now the key to this exercise is the slight lean, the subtle lean forward. If you're not leaning forward, you may feel a little more quad and hip flexor. We want a little more glutes and quad. So we are going to need a little more forward lean. That quarter pulse adds just a little more time and attention at the bottom of the movement, which is where we're normally weakest. Then once you've done your reps, change sides. Great, now from there we're going to come down onto the floor and we're going to do a single leg hip extension. So lying on our back, heels close to the bum, and then we're going to bring our right knee to our chest and single leg hip extension. Similar to the back against the couch, but now we are working from the floor. Again, abs should be pulling in tight, ribs in and down and hold. Now if you notice where Constance's arms are, she's pressing hard into the floor. You could put a band in your hands, so it's like your arms are versing your glutes. Bit of competition there. Once you've done your reps, change sides, and then you would repeat this process. So understand the A, B, C's and D group, they all work independently of each other. So notice it's two exercises supersetted together. So you do one, then the other, and you complete that for the total amount of sets. Any more questions, email us at info@vitruvianhealth.com.au, and as always, we are here to help, and have a great day. Enjoy.